YouTube. Okay, you're just going to have to deal with this today. I have cards laid out because I started this on TikTok. And I liked it so much that I cut it short and said, hey, if you want to see the rest of this, you're going to have to follow me over to YouTube. So you're just going to have to trust me today that I have these cards out. If you want to see the beginning of this, go to TikTok. That's it. No, I'm one of those ones that like to see you shuffle on camera. That's a pet peeve of mine. Okay? However, today, just deal with it. The topic was, we have somebody, so just to recap, if you don't see the beginning of this reading on TikTok, somebody is tired of certain, okay, bottom line, they want to find their one true match, one true love, okay? They're not settling for anything else. They've gone through this, you know, where they've actually lowered standards, or they've held on to certain people, or they've gotten in these bad relationships. And for the most part, somebody probably was like, you know what, I'm not even dating people that I like or I'm attracted to. I can kind of attest to that, honestly. But that's kind of what it is. Somebody is like, they're not even dating people that are their type. And it's like somebody could have been being very humble. They could have been trying something else. You know, just to say, you know, well, just to be kind of practical, like, well, you know what, maybe, you know, if I can't have this, well, maybe this person could provide that. No, I feel like that's kind of what's blown up in somebody's face. All right. Now, whoever this is, they're not settling. They don't want to deal with any more BS. They want their true match. Okay. In my research, I have found that to find true love, which is something that is selfless. You know, it's nothing that you want to change another person into the way that you think, you know, mold somebody into what you think they should be. You just love them, okay? And you respect each other, and you're not looking around, you know, true love. I truly love this person, and I feel completely secure. I feel completely satisfied. Even as this person likes, you know, this political candidate, and I like this one, you know, those things are out the window. You know that you love that person regardless. And you respect, you know, them completely. Okay? True love. To find true love is about 1 in 10,000. To find your perfect match is 1 in 285,000. At least that's what my findings are. So what is it that you're precisely looking for? Are you looking for somebody that just wants to pass the time? Are you looking for somebody to just kind of fill the void? Are you looking for somebody just because you're lonely? Are you looking for somebody to just kind of like dump your problems on because I need my partner to listen to me? You know, what is it that, because that's actually putting an expectation on it. All right. That's actually, you know, you're looking for someone to meet your needs. Okay. What are your needs? Have you thought about it? Okay, because this is like really, really taking me down to a rabbit hole. So maybe it's something that we all need to do. Okay. With that being said, whoever this is, they have the right idea. They're done. They're tired. They want their true match. They want their perfect match. Okay. Well, the way that I consider it is, you know, how many people are in your hometown? How many people do you know? How many people, you know, how far outside your vicinity, in your immediate vicinity, do you have to find this person? You know, if we look at the odds of finding somebody. Okay, so true love, 1 in 10,000. Perfect match, 1 in 285,000. Okay, your doppelganger, so somebody that is like a complete carbon copy of you, somebody who probably even looks identical to you, everything about you, 1 in a trillion. So we know, at least last time I checked, you know, 1 in 7.8 billion people on the planet. Probably by now could be a little bit higher, but the last time I checked a couple months ago, 7.8 billion people on the planet. So we haven't even made it to a trillion. So good chances, you know, somebody could have a doppelganger out there, maybe not. Okay? But those are the odds. Now, with that, there is a true match out there for someone. There's a true match out there for everyone, technically. But what are we doing? Are we just finding people to just meet our immediate needs? What are your needs? You know? If you're looking for somebody to just meet your immediate needs, is that really love? Is it? Are you able to meet their needs? Or Do you think you're meeting their needs because you can provide this and this and that? I'm a good woman. I cook, I clean, I do this, yada, yada, yada. Are you meeting that person's needs, though? Those are just, are they what their real needs are? I'm a good man. I can provide a roof and I can provide, money in the account. I have a good job and yada, yada, yada. And I'm good in bed. Is that person's needs? Are we actually sitting down to think about this? All right. To me, that probably is a really good question. Have you figured out exactly what it is that, you require? What do you require out of yourself first? Are you able to provide yourself with your own love? If you can love yourself, then I'm pretty sure you can actually provide love for somebody else. Can you accept that, you have flaws? Can you accept that another human being has flaws? Somebody that you can share a home with. Somebody that you can share visions, your mind with, your body with. Is this something that you even think about? Should we be thinking about these things? Are they important? I think so. Especially if there is this Ace of Wands, there is at least one person out there for us. But who are we picking? Are we picking people just because they look good? Because we like the way that they think, the way that they talk, the way that they dress? We like their job. I know that for me personally, I've never found that full, complete package. I look at me and I know that I have problems, but I kind of see myself as a full package. Hopefully we all do. If you love yourself, I think I'm a pretty good person. But I'm probably not the full package to a lot of other people. Does it make sense? Okay. I know I have faults, and I'm okay with that. I completely know things that, other people don't like. I'm fully aware of it. But can somebody love me based on those things? And can I love somebody based on the things that are outside of me? Maybe it's time to start thinking. Really, really thinking deep. If we're serious about love, finding happiness. Not only that for ourselves, but making another person happy without even trying to force to make them happy. Just living and breathing and being in their presence, in their space, is enough to make them happy without having to do something to make them happy. It's very interesting. This Five of Pentacles is, are you able to completely be who you are? Completely naked. Completely stripped of everything. And have somebody love and appreciate that. I know that I have. I've actually given those things. I've put myself into a lot of positions and stuck it around. Probably because I'm a Virgo, I don't know. But we see so much in people. I can only speak from that perspective. And we know what people can become. All right? And we give a lot of, leeway. We give a lot of excuses. Because we do try our best to love people unconditionally. And we know that they're human because we know that we are full of flaws. And we see other people and we're like, you know what, they have flaws too. So if I have to accept mine, I have to accept theirs. So we do at least try. I'm only speaking from that perspective that I see it through. Okay? That's just kind of how we reason with it. But in that case, a lot of times we are accepting things that we don't want. So it's kind of dangerous. Is that what you do? I don't know. Where's Virgo at in your chart? What house occupies Virgo in your birth chart? Speaking of energy, we have Gemini, Virgo. Speaking of, well, no, we have Gemini. We don't have Virgo. I don't know why I said that. I don't know why I said that. We have Gemini. We have Scorpio. These are energies. They're not people. These are energies. And the other energy we have is, the world is represented by 4 zodiac signs, but I can't think of what they are because I'm channeling. All right. Anyway, as far as this is concerned, do you think about these things? How do we find true love? Seven of Wands. Well, for some, it is about broadening your horizons. It is about moving away from certain areas. Maybe going to a bigger area. Maybe moving to a different apartment. Something geographically. You know? For some, it is. For others, it has something to do with standing up for yourself, standing up for your beliefs. Sometimes people find it attractive that if, like, you know, even if you disagree on certain things, you're actually able to make them think. Open up their mind a little bit. Make them say, you might have a point, and I can see that, but I see it this way also. It's learning to accept and understand that we have different ideas about certain things and blending that together. And not trying to change someone's ideas or opinion. You know, you love me, so you have to think the way that I think. How is that even love? How is that love? How? You have to think the way that I think to gain my love? That's not even love. That's not love at all. Somebody needs to stand up for their beliefs and have somebody to accept that. There is really no fighting. Like, I can respect that. I completely respect your opinion about it. It doesn't always have to be come with confrontation. Just come with mutual understanding that, you know what, I can definitely see your point. And that other person can definitely see your point. But you can still say, you know, but I still believe this. You know? That's how things get solved. That's how things get solved. It's not trying to exert force on another person. Or trying to make somebody else think the way that you think. Because the way you think could be completely incorrect. Three of Wands. Eight of Swords. There can be no agenda. There can be no agenda. Which means you can't be hiding things behind your back. True love is being able to be vulnerable with somebody and trust. Gaining their trust, but also giving trust. There's a fly around here. Gaining and giving. And being okay with it. Being able to express your needs and desires. And that person's able to meet them without having to sacrifice anything. And they're happy to do it. And they accept you for it and they love you for it. Okay? It goes both ways. It goes both ways. We always look at things through our own perspective, but we forget that the other human being has needs and desires and thoughts too, of their own. Of their own. We always forget that. It's always about me. It's always about me. What I need, what I want. What about what they want? A lot of people are incapable. They just are. And they refuse. It's always about satisfying their own internal needs. And they think that their needs are what the other person needs. It's completely untrue. It's completely false. No agenda without trying to change somebody, without trying to manipulate, without trying to get into somebody's mind and change things, without trying to guilt somebody. I've been through this. You should feel sorry for me. And you're going to have to drop doing what you're doing because what you do scares me because of what happened to me in the past. These things are kind of unfair, don't you think? You're coercing somebody. Some people are doing it with physical force and restraint, you know. Others do it with manipulation through guilt. I've been through this, so you can't do that because that scares me. That reminds me of this, or so-and-so used to do that. Well, maybe it's time to start healing that because those things can be healed. Are they cured? Do they go away forever? No. Chances are no. Unless you have something that's going to go in and burn that section of your brain so you don't remember, which I don't, that's kind of scary to me. But that's always going to be there. It's up to you to be able to control that. You control your mind, not your mind controlling you. Somebody needs to finally tackle that problem that they're having and heal. That's part of the self-love. And you're not going to find true love unless you have that love within yourself to actually say, I'm taking an interest in myself. I'm actually going to go into this treasure chest that's full of darkness. And I'm going to open it up and I'm going to go through that pain and heal it. Because I don't want to do that to another person. Because I tell you what, I know that I don't like when people do that to me. That's true love. If you do not want to inflict any pain on somebody else that you do not want somebody doing to you, and wanting to fix that is true love. So what are we doing? It all starts with yourself. It all starts with yourself. Sometimes we just have to kind of like research things once in a while. Whatever's on our mind. You know, we constantly have the information highway in our back pocket. Why aren't we just searching things? Investigate. Learn a little bit. Learn a little bit about yourself. Learn about others. Isn't that the ultimate love? Somebody's perfect match is out there. I think probably all of us have our perfect match out there. We often come into this thing where it's like, you know what, I like this person too. Maybe that person would be a perfect match for them, but I kind of like them for myself. It's selfish. Selfish. Am I saying I'm the world's greatest person in the world? No. But I do try to be very, very cognizant of a lot of things. I've actually sacrificed people that I like, people that I've been attracted to. And I actually had set them up with other people. Like, you know what? I think you'd probably be a good match for that person. Some people knew that I liked them, some didn't. But I've done that many times. I've, most of those relationships were successful. Let's face it, nothing's ever perfect, but a lot of them were very successful. Okay. That's true love. In my opinion, it is. Knowing that sometimes certain things maybe don't work out for you, or maybe isn't an exact match for you. But if you step outside of that ego and say, you know what, you probably actually would be a really good match for this person. I do it all the time. I still do it. I look at people, I'm like, man, I like that person, but you know what, they probably would actually be really good with this person. And I think about those things. I just think about them anymore. But Nine of Pentacles. What do we need to do to find this person? Where is this person located? Five of Cups. It's not somebody from your past. It is not. It is not. It is not somebody that you have been intimate with. It is not someone that you have been intimate with. Physically intimate. It is not. So, for whoever this reading is resonating for, or whoever's drawn to it, and you're dead set against your past, chances are you're correct. Some still can't let go of their past. Once that thing is severed, it's supposed to stay severed. Because your true love or your true match is out there. But you're still hanging on to something that didn't even work. It didn't work. And you're still hanging on. It didn't work. You're not together. You're seeing other people. It's not true love. It's not true love. You're still talking and hanging out. Probably hooking up sometimes. But you're with other people, or you're, separate, or there's no bond, there's no closeness. You can't be together for whatever reason. But you're still hanging on? How is that true love? How? Answer. If you can tell me, if you can convince me how that's true love, then hey, I'll accept it. But you got to convince me that that's true love, because it ain't. Not in my opinion. And these cards are saying no. It's nothing from the past. Five of Cups. It's in reverse. Crying over spilled milk? No. It's not over that spilled milk. It is not that spilled milk. That milk hasn't even been taken out of the refrigerator yet. The refrigerator, you say it correctly. Sometimes I get lazy with my words. It's not that past person. It's not. It is not that past person that you have been physically intimate with. Whoever this person is, somebody's person is at a distance from them. They're at a distance. They could be the same place that you are, the same state of being that you're in. Where is this person? There's a lot of people out there that, they like having multiple partners. They like, seeing what's out there. They like doing this, they like doing that. They're not content with, whatever. This is also a person that is very content with finding that one person. We're not in the energy. Some of us, if you like to play around and you like to do this and you like that and you cannot stay committed to one person, if you want to complain that, your husband, your spouse, your partner, whatever, whoever they are, is cheating, or they have, or you suspect them of doing this, and you've never cheated, yet you are actually talking to somebody else, you're a cheater too. You're a cheater too. So you're not of that energy either. You're doing the same thing. Whoever this is very content with being with that one true person and not needing to look around or looking for someone else to confide in, to complain to, somebody to meet their emotional needs because their partner isn't. So they're looking outside the relationship, trying to find somebody that can emotionally connect to them. They don't want to cheat, and they don't cheat. They don't physically, but they're cheating because they're out there looking for somebody else to meet their emotional needs. Well, your partner's supposed to meet your emotional needs. Your true love, your perfect match will. Your perfect match will satisfy you. They will satisfy you. They will satisfy you mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, psychologically, financially. Not everyone needs a $5 billion mansion. Not everyone needs a $150,000 car. Some of us are very content just having that person without having all of that. Because those things aren't necessities. Where should we look? Oh, going about day to day, trying to manifest it, bringing it in, calling in your soulmate. I can't stand that term. Literally calling somebody in, manifesting them, putting it out there that you are ready for this. But when you are actually ready for it. When you're actually ready for it. Are you ready to just dump on another person? Do you need someone just to meet your needs and you don't feel like you need to meet theirs? You think that you know what's good for them? If you're in that energy, then you're probably not ready yet. Okay? If you've surpassed all those things and you're like, you know what, I'm ready to meet that person, then you'll be able to call them in. I can't stand the term soulmate. It's the most puke-induced word I hear anymore. I'm just tired of hearing it. I'm tired of hearing twin flame. It's nonsense. All these cool words that perk up the ears of people that want love, but it's sad to kind of like take advantage of people like that. Am I saying it doesn't exist? No. I'm just tired of being thrown around the way that it is. Queen of Swords. So, Hermit. There's that Virgo. So, I'm looking at this, and a lot of times with tarot, it doesn't always go off of traditional meanings. It goes off your intuition, but also like the depictions. This person has a she has a connection. That beam is like right at her head. He, she, they. Okay? It is a queen, so I'm saying she. Because on the card it's a queen, so I say she. Okay? So take it however it resonates for you. Okay? Tarot is gender neutral. For grammar, I'm going to say she because it's a queen on the card. It's pointing right at her crown. She has a very direct divine connection. Okay? She's rational, but she's also very spiritual. Okay? This person is definitely manifesting. They're understanding certain things about themselves, and in order to bring in whatever it is that they want, they know the energy that they must be in. Okay? That's what this person's doing. They probably learned. Very, very wise. I'm not going to use certain words because I'm trying to stay away from using certain words. Buzzwords. But I'm trying to stay away from buzzwords. Like, this person's a healer. You know, I'm trying to stay away. Something in this reading wants me to be very practical, direct, straightforward. And I'm getting no buzzwords. I think that's why I'm trying. Something doesn't want me to say words like twin flame, healer, you know, soulmate. You know, something's been making me shy away from these words in this reading. Okay. There is a certain level of maturity between these two people, you know, provided whoever this is that this reading is going to reach and it's going to make sense for and hopefully manifest for. There is a certain level of maturity. Both of you have probably, you know, lived life, probably, you know, depending, in the fast lane at times, you know, you've had X number of experiences, and you know what, you've like, you know what, I've done that. I just want to settle down. It's something like that. I've learned so much, and now I'm fully ready. In fact, both of these people are alone. They probably don't have a lot of friends. Friends are great, but they're also influence. I think we give too much. We rely too much. Not only are we hindering ourselves by having them, you know, doing too much, dictating too much of our lives, but we're also hindering them. Depending, we could be stopping them from true love too. If we're so dependent on our friends. If you think it's your friend, then why aren't you dating your friend? You know, if they're supplying the emotional needs and all these other needs, and you don't need a person, you know, I don't know. Maybe I'm just being a little sarcastic with that. But that's what that is. These people are just like, you know what? I'm completely confident on my own. I can think for myself. I don't need to go outside of myself to find anything, to ask anything, to get anyone's opinion on anything. I value my own opinion. And I don't rely on anyone else for answers except me and my divine connection. That's what this is. I don't rely on friends. I don't rely on friends for my happiness. I don't rely on friends or family or anyone else, you know, for my happiness, for my thoughts, what I should do, how I should do it, what time I should go to bed, what I should eat, you know. How are you going to make me laugh? You're here to make me feel good. You're supposed to supply my emotional needs. You're supposed to direct my life. There is somebody, whoever these people are content with answering all those questions themselves. If not, chances are they go outside themselves for a professional. They're not relying on another human being except themselves. Three of Pentacles. Let's wrap this up. Eight of Cups. Sun. This is interesting. I am getting something about whoever this person is definitely at a distance. It's not necessarily like it's land distance. So, you know, is it possible that somebody maybe needs to fly to get there to make it a quicker trip? Yeah. This keeps showing up. It could be a colder or more drier climate, you know. Another person could be in a much more moist climate, you know. Forest, trees, green, okay. So we have two different, you know, kind of dynamics here, you know. Some states have green and desert, you know. some, you know, like the next state, it could be very green, and the next state could be a little bit more dry or humid, you know. So, you know, depending on where you are, I don't necessarily see that anyone is separated by water. So it's not like there's a giant ocean, you know. I got this a few months ago too. Somebody's match, you know, may not be outside of the country, you know. Of course, it's for a lot of people. But I mean, you know, whatever country that you live in. Let's say you live in Australia. Let's say you live in Europe, you know. Chances are you're not going to be flying to the United States to find your soulmate. You know what I mean? Or Canada or whatever. So that's what I'm getting. There could be like some, you know, difference in like terrain, you know. But, you know, other than that, no, it's nothing really, you know. I mean, if you live in like, let's say you're in, you know, Germany, your person probably could be in France. I mean, because it's like, if I remember correctly, you're not separated by water, okay? You know, just like here, you know, if you live in the United States, maybe your person could be in Canada or Mexico, you know? Because I don't see anything like a large ocean separating it, all right? Now, maybe like a little bit of water, but not like a giant ocean, you know? Now, something keeps telling me, it's like whoever this person is, you were not physically intimate with. Something keeps reminding me, you're not intimate with them. It's not the person from the past. Two of Wands. It's Nine of Pentacles again. I say probably 99.9% of you have never even met your person yet. I'm going to say nearly, pretty much like 100%. You know, have not even met your perfect match yet. You have not. You have not met them yet. Okay? How can they meet? How can they meet? How? The Star. I keep getting, so nothing is like literally telling me how. Nothing is telling me how. Everything is telling me to manifest it. That's what I keep getting. Because this one I got the Star. And the other time that I asked a question was, what was the card? I can't remember what the card was. Three of Wands. Okay. And it was something else too. I'm not getting, it's like, you know, it's like grace. It's like grace. It's not like that is what I'm getting. So it's not, and how I'm being shown it is literally something is like grace. No, it's not like that. What I'm getting is, because if I said, hey, if you go to the corner store where you get coffee every, you know, where the coffee shop on the corner that you probably always wanted to go to, if you go there every day, then you're going to have, you know, however many people are watching this are going to be like going to the same coffee shop and they're like, I didn't meet this person, you know. So it's like that. Something is like, no, you can't give. It's like you can't give that kind of direction. If you're looking for somebody to date, well, that's one thing, you know. Then go to the coffee shop. But this is different. It is putting it out there. It is actually living the person that you want to be and show up, and the person that you want. Live like that. That is how you bring it in. That's what I'm being told. However it is, whoever it is that you want, in order to draw them to you, to put it out there into the universe, you have to be the person that you want. And you have to, you know, it's something is like how to manifest that person, you know. How are you going to act when that person comes in? Let's say this like fantasy, you know, what if you are in your home and you're cooking, you know, and you imagine that your partner comes in from work and you already have dinner cooking. Hi, sweetheart, you know. I was making this. I know that you like it. I know that we both like it. oh man, I was actually fantasizing about that. I was like, man, I was thinking on the ride home, I hope, she makes that for dinner. That's how connected you'll be. That's how connected you'll be. But you have to imagine these things. You have to imagine these things. Maybe somebody that you like, has a little bit of training and upbringing. Maybe like, you like your person to be strong, and commanding, not demanding, but commanding, somebody that you could like to follow. I trust this person. I trust them with everything. And I'm actually going to, allow them to lead me and guide me. And they're actually considerate too, because they understand that, hey, maybe their mom didn't like when they left the toilet seat up. And they're actually considerate. And they're so loving and nurturing and conscientious. Imagine these things, fantasize, whatever your things are, whatever your pet peeves are. But also, play with the idea also. Like, think about things that you do that other people don't like because they've said it to you. Or you're just like, that probably is not a good thing. Think about these things. And try to eliminate those things from your fantasy too. From your imagination. And you work on it. So you're actually becoming that person that you want. And that your person would want. Be desirable. That's how I'm getting this. Start fantasizing about these things. Start imagining these things. Being these things. Making sure that, when you wash clothes, you fold them. It doesn't matter what gender you are. Whatever gender you are, you still need to wash clothes and fold them. It's not specifically to one gender. Cooking isn't specifically to one gender. So get out of that idea. What role do you think you could play? And how do you see your person? Okay? Are you taking care of things? Is your home clean? Do you want somebody to come home in your filth? Do you want to go home? Do you want to go to somebody's home with their filth? Some people don't like that. Some people are okay with it. I know I'm not. What is it that you desire? Do you desire somebody stable? This is how you're going to manifest that person that you want. How serious are you about finding true love and a true match? I'm just going to leave it there. Think about it. Work on it. Fantasize it. Play with the idea. Manifest it. Start living that life. Don't wait for somebody to come, then change. Start working on it now. And actually be that person. All right. Like, comment, share, follow. Hit the thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a new video. If you'd like to reach out to me to book a private reading, you can email becomethestar1111@gmail.com. Or you can DM me through Instagram. Become the Star. It's all one word. And it's all lowercase letters. Make sure that you're paying attention to the spelling because there are scammers out there that are putting in little dots here and little spaces here and there in the name that aren't me, and they're pretending to be me. Okay? They're out there to scam you and get your money. Another thing, I don't reach out to people. I don't reach out to people for readings. I do not do that. No legitimate reader will ever do that. It is not how we do it. That is a violation of spiritual law. We don't do it. You must come to us. So, that's it. Good luck, and